Hello, my name is Zhatelier. Welcome back for another episode of EU4 as the Papal State, or Kingdom of God actually, at this point. It's basically the same thing, admittedly. Last episode we were mostly just, peacefully building up a little bit and recovering from the League Wars and all that. We were also trying to get Ragusa as a vassal. We didn't quite manage it yet, although we do have a lot of favors there which we could actually turn into more trust. So we might be able to vassalize them soon. Yeah, now they would accept that. We don't have good enough relations with them yet, which is a bit of a problem, but the subsidies will be increasing the relations a tiny bit further. If we go ahead and pay off the loan that we currently have, and then save up some money so we can influence them, that should probably do it. How much is it actually going to cost us? No, not too much, actually. Yeah, we'll be able to do that next month. That's going to give us another 25, and then we'll just give a gift. And then we should be pretty good, I reckon. So it's already 78, so we just need to get like, and that's probably 10 points would already be sufficient. Ooh, there's a few of the truces ending. So I'm guessing we don't have any truces remaining. Yeah, no, we don't have any truces remaining from the League War. We do still have truces with Venice and the Knights, but that's probably fine. Right, let's send it a bit of gift here. How much do we need to send? I mean, I suppose we'll send 100 ducats. That's going to be more than enough, and then next month we can vassalize them. There we go. So that's at least one thing sorted. We could get the mill tech. Admittedly, we are pretty close to the max points there anyway, so I'm going to take that. Well, at least we'll get the innovation from that. Also, we get a new artillery. I'm going to go with the... I'm going to go with the chamber demi-cannon. Now, we do have almost 70 innovativeness already, so that's pretty decent. Oh, and there goes the cruiser, so we have no cruiser remaining. We could see some more land, by the way, or by the looks of it, which, you know what, I might do. It's going to get us to 90%, which is already going to reduce the autonomy very quickly. Let's also get another mission, then, or agenda, shall we? Let's use it. Clergy wants Navarra to be base X10. I don't want to use admin points right now for that. Terracina, a castle. I mean, that could probably be done. That's the one over here. Oh. Well, that's... Okay, Malise having a dock is probably a better option. We'll get that one in there. There we go. There's a little bit less for me to worry about. Or rather, having another fort right here would be a bit of a waste, really. It's not really needed. Right, so... Ragusa, let's go ahead and vassalize the union, shall we? There we go. They have become a vassal. Oh, and Franconia's emperor twice. We lost a general, which is a bit unfortunate. Well, we can always recruit another one. Oh, 2201. Not quite as good as usually, but I suppose we can continue drilling. We'll be fine. We don't have a whole lot of rebellions about to fire or anything like that, so we don't need to be too concerned. Is there any good workshops? I mean, Spoleto wouldn't be the worst, but it's only a quarter of a ducat. You know what we'll do anyway. And then any good manufacturer? No, we don't have any more manufacturers available quite yet. Although once we get the next admin tech, we'll unlock the mills, which would give us the manufacturer for paper, which that is going to be quite valuable for us, I reckon. So, now that we've got Ragusa as a vassal, we could use that as a way to fight Venice. Well, it would be Venice and Poland and the Knights. I could bring in Austria into that, but I don't know if I actually need to. Poland's been, yeah, they've been beaten back by the Russians, at least, in the Baltics. And all that, so they're not really as strong as they used to be. They do still have some fairly strong allies. They've allied both to Spain and the Emperor of HRE, which is Franconia. So they've got some good allies there, for sure, but I don't think they're going to be that bad for us if we were to fight the Venetians. Now, I suppose, I don't really have any claims on them, do I? I'm pretty sure... Oh, Ragusa does have a claim on Corfu. Interesting. I could, in theory, use that as a way to vassalize the Knights, finally. And then what I could do is start feeding a lot of the Greece to the Knights, so they'll be a stronger march for us. But at the same time, we don't need to worry about that too much. Oh, lost another admiral. Not admiral, a general, sorry. Oh, well, that's 2 cheese pips. Pretty decent. You know what? That one... I'm going to take the one over here and stop drilling. I don't want to lose a 3-star general. It looks like the unrest is going down quite nicely. We do... Oh. Right, how is Spain looking like? They are still pretty strong. They've also got some fairly strong allies. They still have the excommunicated leader, though. But yeah, they've got a massive alliance. So going after them is not really going to be viable right now. And Ottomans also... Oh, right, they're allied to France. Okay, do I have claims in Tunis or something like that in here? No, I suppose I'd probably have to go through, like, I'll first get the island here. Then I'd be able to get there. That's a little bit tricky, and I don't... Oh. France would not join in a war against me. Not right now, but they've got a lot of war exhaustion. Are they still at war? Oh, they are. Okay. Oh, they're just fighting more natives. Alright, then. Starting to get a pretty good amount of money again. Is there any more... Oh, right. Soldier households. We could... No, I'm not going to build those right now, actually. How far are we from getting the admin tech? I mean, not too far off. Although, admittedly, what I could do is I could just spend the points on getting the religious ideas completed. Actually, I think that's what we'll do. So, opinion of country from others of the same religion plus 10. And then the next one's going to be the Deus Vult Casus Belli, which is going to be quite handy for us because there's not a whole lot of Catholics near me. We're going to fight both the heretics and heathens with that, or neighbouring heretics and heathens with that Casus Belli. So that is going to be very handy. So if we were to declare war on... Yeah, no, there's only the take Corfu. That could still be done, mind you. But I'm not going to bother... Oh, land take a reset. No, we're going to fall losing a bit of prestige. We're getting that... Oh. Oh. Right, we've been... Oh, right, there's the Reichstag. Or Reichstag. We're still not been given... Well, they can't give us the... Actually, I should probably go for the decentralization. To support everything. So that there would be another elixir, at least in theory. Ooh, there we go. Base production in Molise. Excellent. That's 22 already. And 12 production. Oh, wow. Okay. That's a decent bit. That's a decent bit. Oh, and now France is at peace. Okay, so fighting the Ottomans would probably not be a smart idea right now. Although... Albania's a Oh, no, they're allied to Lithuania. So, right, Ottomans aren't guaranteeing anyone anymore. Okay. That's a bit unfortunate, but understandable. Ooh, tobacco price goes up. Alright, then. We've got good relations with Ragusa currently, so that's good. We could, technically speaking, improve that a bit further. We will probably annex them sooner or later, but we'll probably use that to get Corfu. So we will have to use that to Casus... Oh, right, okay. Franconia, not going to continue influencing them anymore. Let's complete the religious ideas, and that's going to give us a few more policies to enact. We'll definitely get the... Probably both of the military ones. I know that it's going to cost us 1 point per month, but that's not really too bad for, like, what, 15% more morale and 10% siegeability? Well, no, hold on a minute. That's, no, 5% morale damage and 10% morale of armies. And then siegeability plus 10%. That's pretty decent. And then we're going to also get the goods produced modifier plus 10% and mission strength plus 1% there. So that is a fairly good selection now. And we should be getting a whole lot of new Casus Bellis very shortly. Actually, not really that many, but yeah, next month we should be getting those. Oh, cleansing heresy Casus Belli against Austria, Switzerland, Meiningen. And then Defender of Faith Casus Belli against those. Okay. How strong is Venice, actually? Oh, they got... Okay. One of our armies is enough to fight them off, and then I suppose what I could do, at least try to do over here, is try to, one way or another... Can I support rebellions in Poland? I do need to get a spy network there, so let's get that going first. And there's not really going to be outraged countries at this point anymore. We haven't conquered anything for a little while. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to try to make sure that there's a rebellion of the Teutonic Order over here. Around the... or slightly before we declare the war. Ooh, we can get the Diplotech now. I mean, we could probably do that, or we can actually wait for another year. Because we won't get the innovativeness from that anymore. But we are still getting some passively, so we should be hitting 70 very, very shortly. Oh, Austria is gifting all money to Hungary. I guess they're trying to keep Hungary, you know, somewhat loyal. Yeah, we only need 30 to support rebellion, I believe. We'll support Rebel. Yeah, it's 30. Ooh. The Lantern of Light. Take a small hit on Prestige, I guess. We get that so much fun. Oh, actually, we do get quite a bit of Devotion now that I think of it. Okay, so Devotion would have been the easy option, I guess. Ah, new leader, or new military advisor, sorry. Fort defense could be somewhat handy. More manpower could be kind of handy. I'm going to take the fort defense, though. Says skill level 3 and all that. Well, we've got plenty of money. We could, of course, go ahead and invest on some other projects. Oh, right, Doomsday. Right. Oh, we got a grand shipyard already in Venice. Okay, that's actually quite handy. I don't suppose any provinces that we can convert yet. No, there's 3 provinces that we will be able to convert. Mostly, well, actually all 3 were gained from Venetians. But yeah, so that's 1 thing sorted out there. I'm just going to wait for the... Oh, French Wars of Religion. France has for years now been torn apart by a string of religious civil wars between the Catholic Empress Catherine and religious minorities. Should we take this chance to show our support for France, or should we intervene on the minority side? So we can support France. We can support, or well, send troops to fight against. So no, we're gonna go and support France, keep them on our good side. Actually, yeah, we could really have them on our good side right now. Oh yeah, there's a bit of Protestant zealots currently sieging Paris. Well, that's a bit rather unfortunate. Oh, now that we've got the training fields, we'll definitely want to go ahead and build up these in places we already have the first level. Because it doesn't take another building slot or anything like that. That's also going to give us a decent bit of extra manpower. It could still be slightly higher perhaps, but it's not too bad. Right, so we're just waiting for the opportunity to get some rebellion over here from the Knights, hopefully. And we could also just go ahead and soon declare... Actually, how large is the Venetian fleet? We've got 48 ships. Oh, there's Spanish pirating in Venice. Alright then. These are doing patrolling. I think I'm just going to go ahead and combine the fleets briefly. Then I might be stopping the drilling of these armies. We'll keep 1 back at home, but we'll have 3 heading out. 2 to Poland and 1 to Greece. Once the troops are ready. Well, I suppose we'll need to... Oh, right, trade protection against Ottomans, that's fine. We can go ahead and combine these fleets into 1 massive fleet. I could, technically speaking, just set those in there, but I'm going to wait for a bit of... Actually, we've got a massive amount of sailors. Right, yeah, let's just go ahead and set them in there. If we can keep the enemy fleet blockaded, that's going to be rather handy for us. Right, next month, or next year rather, we'll probably get the Diplotech as well. It's going to give us a bit of trade range and trade efficiency, so it's not too crucial one, but it's nice to have, and I suppose we are getting pretty full on the points again. We could, of course, just develop more. Which is not really a bad idea, mind you, but it's not something that I'm going to worry about currently. At least we'll first get that one, and then we're going to do some more development, I guess. Let's see. What would be the highest value? Okay, I mean, Bologna would be okay. Not too expensive, and decent value of the production there. Oh, and now we're out of points. Right, well, that should be... How much do we actually have total income now? 200, almost 240. I suppose with those developments, it's probably going to be 240 now. Basically, yeah. Still waiting for 3 more months, I guess. Oh, merchant suffering. We'll spend a bit of diplomacy. We'll get that back in like a month or so, so it's not really that bad. Okay, now we can try to support some rebellions over here, so let's have a look. Support rebels. Let's see. Brigand separatists. Polish peasants. I suppose most of these don't really have a whole lot of revolt risk. Let's, you know what, we'll just support particularists. I don't know how much of it's going to have an increase. But that's a 200 ducats there. And then I suppose it might be time for us to declare war on Venice. Let's see, so it's going to be the Knights, the Poles. I could invite Austria or someone else in this, but I don't think I really need to. We'll just go with the take Corfu as the war goal. I've got plenty of troops, so I should be able to fight off most of the enemies without a problem. So, let's go. We caught some of their fleets there, and then I suppose we'll go ahead and send in the 3-star general and one of the weaker general to the north, and then this one's going to head down southeast. And that way we can... oh, yeah, there we go. Located that. Sank another ship. Excellent. Oh, we're going to be... oh, yeah, there we go. We even capture a transport ship from the Knights. Of course, we'll have some... ooh. Freedom Press. You know what? We'll take the +2 unrest. It's not that bad yet. We didn't have any, or particularly any unrest there, so that's fine. There's a bit of Polish army there, but we should be able to siege down some of the forts in here, especially go to Krakow or something like that. At some point, I do need to get some sort of way to fight Lübeck, so we could potentially get Lübeck to release the Knights, or Teutonic Order, rather, and then from there we can gift the provinces back to them. I think that's probably the best way to go. Well, losing... oh, right, that's the support rebellion cost is still counted in there. So how much is... no, there's one siege ship there. So this one's also got one siege ship. So if we do have a look at the numbers, we do have the overwhelming firepower in here. We do not have Corfu yet. Our troops are moving in to start sieging down at least some of the things. I could probably give Katara to Ragusa as well. I don't know if they want that, to be fair, but we'll probably try to give them a bit of land. We're going to deploy annex them later on to get some of these lands for ourselves. Not actually too much, but a little bit here and there. It probably wouldn't hurt. Gift to the state. I'll take the money. I don't need prestige at this point. Oh, I can't go through the Ottoman. Okay. So where's Ragusa then? Interesting, interesting. Albania, you wouldn't want to give us a military access, would you? You would, actually. We can get a little bit closer, at least. And that's another province siege down. They are not moving, actually. We could potentially catch them out there, but I'm just going to wait there for a moment. I need to do an artillery barrage on Krakow, but I think we'll just leave that be for now. France is busy with some more natives. So the Venetians got 28,000 men in here. I suppose what I could do is I could try to get the 20,000 men army, go to Rhodes, siege down Rhodes, vassalize the Knights, one way or another, and then we can start fighting, or focusing on... we might still want to go for Corfu, actually, first. Ottomans, you probably don't want to give me military access. No. Weird, that. I could, of course, just focus down on the Poles first. Start getting some more troops down this way. We could still, technically speaking, use the army back home. For things like a landing and all that. Not really a terrible idea. I think 15,000 men should be enough for... actually, so I'm just going to split that in half. We'll get the fleet over here, pick up one half of the army. Could potentially do a landing first in Crete, and then to Rhodes, but I suppose Crete doesn't really matter that much right now for us. Oh, profiteering in Salerno. I'd say competition is good for everyone. Trade power modifier goes down in Salerno, but the local goods produced modifier goes up. Right, let's go ahead and get our fleet over here in the middle. We'll go ahead and help a little bit with the fight there. There's a lot of ships. Because once our fleet gets there, that's going to be probably a pretty easy victory for us. Oh, well, there's no one left there to contest the stuff there. Let's go ahead and do a landing into Rhodes. It's going to be a bit costly, perhaps, but it'll be fine. Oh, and we caught them in there. You know what? Let's go ahead and send another army down there, just in case. And we're probably going to be winning this battle anyway. We've got decent discipline. We've got really good morale. Ooh, they got reinforcements. I don't know if I don't think I'll be getting there in time. Okay, so we'll just turn around. And as soon as... well, actually, we could probably pull this one back already. Let's retreat to Vienna. The enemy took more casualties than we did, but it was a little bit overwhelming numbers there. They might try to break the siege in Krakow, but I don't think they'll be successful with that. They can certainly try. Ooh, there we go. The Battle of Rhodes is over. I suppose... alright, yeah, the port is on that side. Let's go and get the ships there. Because with the flagship... and that's going to give us a +2 total. We could also do a naval barrage in here, although actually artillery barrage would be cheaper. So we'll do that one for now. I think we are still going to be, in terms of the ideas, I was considering, I think we are still going to take the naval ideas, because that free naval barrage course is really good in Mediterranean coastlines here. There's so many forts that you can basically just siege a lot faster with that. Of course it works elsewhere as well, but especially in Mediterranean, there's just so much coastline. Oh, there we go. Siege of Krakow completed. They are moving to Zemplin. Let's go ahead and try to catch them there. It's a Highland, so we'll have a bit of a problem there, but I think with the reinforcements we should be able to easily win this. 60,000 men versus their... well, they had about 40, I think. We've got plenty of artillery, and it looks like the front line is already collapsing. Yeah, there we go. Is a good victory. We took about 10,000 casualties. They took, well, almost 10,000 just in the artillery. Plus then some... ooh, a movement speed for Hungary. There we go. I guess the next thing would be, let's go and siege down Warsaw. The sooner we can get Poland out of the war, the better. I suppose we could also go ahead and move this in here. How's the blockade going? In roads? Oh, disease outbreak. Well, that's not good. I'm sure that we'll win that eventually. It's just right now, it's not ideal. Oh, they're trying to siege down Ragusa. Huh. Okay, well, I mean, you can certainly try. Well, there we go. You know what? I'm going to use an artillery barrage on Warsaw as well. But we can siege that down. Oh, right, there's another province siege down. If we can siege it down very quickly, that'd be ideal. Go and stack wipe that artillery bit there. There's also a small army behind Poznan, but I don't think we'll easily be able to get there. Not yet. Sooner or later, though. And the siege of Rhodes is at 14% right now. It's still going to take a while. I mean, we've been there for about 140 days, and we've only got 3 progress thus far. Oh, there we go. That's another siege done there. And another one. Oh, we've got 2 siege pips on Sergio already. I forgot about that. Right, so we should be able to then get Poznan and probably siege down in a relatively quick time. Oh, there you go. Warsaw, 67 days. That is a very quick siege. Right, is Poland... no, they're probably not willing to take the peace deal yet. I mean, what can I actually even... let's see, release nations? Teutonic Order, yes, that is what we want you to release. But of course, you're not willing to take that yet. So we'll just need to siege down a lot more than that. But that way we can at least get the Teutonic Order still back into business. And we might still be able to get them as a vassal. Not necessarily, or technically speaking, I guess a martyr is what we need from them. But we won't be able to get that quite yet, I reckon. But there is a chance for it, at least. Yeah, so we're just going to be sieging down a lot of these stuff in here. Trying to work our way a little bit north first. Although, actually, I might need to send in some troops south, now that I think of it. There's the Polish troops that are causing some issues. Although Ragusa seems to be dealing with at least a little bit of them. We do have the 15,000 men still in Italy as well, of course. But I'm not going to get those out of there anytime soon. I'm just going to keep them there, really. And then, I suppose, after we've sieged down Rhodes, we'll go ahead and do a landing in Crete. We'll sink that Venetian fleet. Or capture probably a decent chunk of it, to be fair. There we go. That's another province siege down. So how's the Polish... oh, they've got 1.6 war extortion. So they're... yeah, they're not looking too strong there right now. Oh, they've got a fleet over here blockading us. Oh, no. Anyway, Rhodes is almost sieged down. I'm not going to move into there yet. Ooh. Okay, let's get this one sieged down. We'll go ahead and deal with that 20,000 man army there. Once the army gets a little bit closer, we'll send in both of these in there. Or at least this one as well, then that can probably just, get the siege going. Yeah, we caught them there. It's a good battle. Dealing a whole lot of damage on the enemy. Don't think it's going to be quite a sack wipe, but... no, not quite. But they took a lot more casualties than we did, that's for sure. Okay, I don't know where they're going next. We'll definitely split those armies a little bit. We did manage to win the Siege of Rhodes. So let's go ahead and get our fleet there. Pick up the troops. It'll be a little bit faster if we sail there directly. Then let's go ahead and hopefully catch the fleet over here. Go for bomber. Ooh, we're going to get a little bit more mercantilism, yeah? Oh no, they did manage to escape. Okay, well, let's go ahead and land in Crete. We still do not have the war goal. The knights, I do actually wonder. I should be able to turn you into a vassal. Yeah, that would be a coalition of Venice, so that's not really that bad, actually. I don't actually want to make them too weak, though, so we'll just turn them vassal, then as soon as we have them as a vassal, we'll turn them into a... what's I'm gonna call it? A march. Then we can start feeding them territory, potentially. Right, they've got a bit of troops over here. Let's go ahead and start clearing out some of this mess here in the south. With the new Swiss Guard. So Poland, I'm guessing you are still not willing to take a peace deal of any kind yet. Well, of the particular kind at least. That we're going to be doing. But also take a bit of money from you. So we'll just go for basically full war score against the Poles right now, I guess. There's not too much to it. Oh, they got a bit of army there. Let's see what we can see in here. Oh, there's just a little bit of stack pipe there. The knights, no. I've got other plans for you, which you probably won't like, admittedly, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and chase down some more of these tiny armies in here. You know, we'll go and siege down that one. Yeah, there we go. There's another 1,000 artillerymen. Can I catch some more armies there? So that's 6th of December. Yeah, so we won't be catching the big army, but we'll be catching another one of those small ones. Little by little, the losses that the enemy are taking are piling up a little bit. I'm gonna want you to lock into there. We'll meet you there. Is a farmer? Oh, you get... Right, you did actually manage to escape. Oh, we can get the admin taken out. There we go. And now we can start building the mills. That is going to be a whole lot of money. All 4 of them immediately. Ah, there we go. We've sieged down Crete. Let's go ahead and take out this. I guess what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and bring these back into the home port. I don't suppose we can walk through... No, we still can't go through the Ottoman lands, which is a bit of a shame. What I should really do is try to get to Ragusa, catch that army, because I'm sure that they're trying to do some shenanigans up there. Ooh, alright, we caught their big fleet. I'm pretty sure that we'll be victorious on this, though. Yeah, you could say that. Wow! We sank their entire fleet. That can't be true, though. No, their still fleet retreating, but yeah, no, that... We captured 1 ship. We've got quite a few ships that need a bit of repair, so we're going to wait for a moment. We did actually catch the enemy in here. Not in a particularly good terrain for us, mind you, but we're still going to win that combat. Yeah, there we go. They did take more casualties than we did. Right, so we'll move that one down south. I suppose we can go ahead and give you a bit of orders to autonomously siege down some of the areas down there. And then I suppose once this is done... Oh, right, we did lose a bit of battle there. Alright then. They've decided to move their fleet. Well, it's part of the trade fleet, really, that is over there. I do see, though, that we are actually out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll get the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.